Kylian MBAPPÉ has made a massive transfer to Real Madrid, and I'm so excited about this move and what it brings for this football community in the next year and next 5 years possibly. But I know that a lot of the world who are mad at this controversial move. I'll get into that a bit later. But for now, I'll be talking about my honest opinions, go through what it looks like for the Real Madrid going into this next season, and more about that. Now, if you've been living under a rock, Real Madrid just won Champions League. They also won La Liga. So they are possibly, Champions League is kind of, whoever wins that is the best club in the world. Now, for Kylian Mbappé to be making a move to an already stacked and loaded squad coming off these two big titles, it's a bit controversial on his end. People are saying he's hopping on the bandwagon. People are saying this mega super team will be impossible to beat. But for now, I'll be just be talking about what it means for Real Madrid next season. Now, if we look at this is their Champions League squad going into in this final. So this is their best squad that they worked out this season. So in their most important game of the season, they're going to use this squad down here. Now, they already had so they were playing a 3-3-3 kind of a 4-3-3 kind of formation. If you count Jude Bellingham as kind of a center forward, center attacking mid type player. But Vinicius Jr., Vinicius Jr. already a massive superstar. Rodrigo coming into a superstar. Bellingham, superstar already. You can argue that he's coming into a superstar. Then we've got Toni Kroos, who sadly is retiring, but Ancelotti is trying to get him to reconsider his retirement. We've got Federico Valverde, who is an incredible younger player. He's around 25, so he still hasn't hit his prime yet. Camavinga, an amazing young player. And then we've got a back four, which is alright. Ferland, Mendy, Nacho, Rudiger, and Carvajal. Obviously, Carvajal, one of the greatest right backs in my opinion. Then we've got Courtois. Now, where will Mbappé fit into this massively loaded Real Madrid squad? Toni Kroos, obviously, if he is retiring, I'd say he would be moving out of that spot. Luka Modric won't be coming in, even though I love Luka Modric so much. He's just been benched this season, and he is a 40-year-old, so maybe coming off the bench is best for him. We'll probably see Bellingham come into this central midfield position, Camavinga and Bellingham swapping. I don't know, maybe we'll get a 4 at the back, a 2 CDMs, 1 center attacking mid and 3 forwards, with Kylian Mbappé coming in Kroos' spot, swapping with Bellingham, swapping with Camavinga, and then we'll get Kylian Mbappé up striker with Vinicius and Rodrigo on each side. Now, this formation works perfectly because we have 4 at the back. You can change Militao coming in for any of these guys, Alaba. The team's loaded. They have a very strong central back team. Then 2 CDMs. Now, they have such good quality in midfield that some legends like Luka Modric are getting benched. Tchouaméni, young up-and-coming amazing players, also have to play coming off the bench and will get the occasional start. But Camavinga, Valverde, Modric and Tchouaméni will be sharing these spots. Modric might even come into a center attacking position when Bellingham needs a rest. And then we'll get 3 up front. Kylian Mbappé, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. This is got to be one of the greatest, if in the next few years we'll see, because Rodrigo hasn't hit his prime and Vinicius either, and Mbappé you could argue hasn't hit his prime. We'll see the greatest front 3 ever. Almost comparing to Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez and Neymar. Also Benzema, Bale, Ronaldo. This is the type forward line that we will be seeing in the next few years, comparing to that. And they have built this squad. Real Madrid has built this squad from the base up. If you look at most of these players, they've been bought for cheap And then when you don't really know, that Real Madrid didn't know if they would become superstars, but hoping that they would. And they've been molded into the Real Madrid way, and they've become superstars. Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo. Bellingham obviously was bought for a lot of money, and he's an exception to this. Valverde, Camavinga, and then we've got Toni Kroos, obviously a part of that, winning his 6th Champions League, part of that dream Real Madrid squad. We've got Carvajal, an absolute legend in Real Madrid's books. Rudiger, he was a semi-expensive transfer from Chelsea. I was sad to see him go from Chelsea. And then we look at Militao, built from the ground up. Joselu, we've got Tchouaméni, Brahim Diaz, Arda Güler. We've got so much quality on this Real Madrid squad, built from the bottom up. And to see this team, who hasn't even fully hit their potential, win Champions League and La Liga, and then, so next year they're going to be even better, you could argue, and then go into an amazing, getting an amazing transfer of Kylian Mbappé. It's actually really scary to see it. So let's have a look at Real Madrid last year in the La Liga. We looked at their Champions League final already. Now, they had one loss. The only team in the top, 15 leagues or whatever, that was able to go undefeated this season was Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. And that was incredible. They won, breaking Bayern Munich's streak and also confirming the Harry Kane curse. If you don't know what that is. I'll just look at it in another video. I'm not going to explain that because it's kind of off topic. But Real Madrid winning by a huge 10 points. It's normally a lot closer. Barcelona and Real Madrid are a lot closer. 8 draws, 29 wins. And this is what I want you to focus on. Their goals for, goals against, and goals difference. Only 26 goals were scored against them. That's less than 1 goal a game. Their defense, on paper, looks alright. It's not one of the best defenses in the world. But they are just so locked in, and in only conceding 26 goals in 38 games is actually crazy. And the goals for 87, that's around, let me do my quick maths, that's more than 2 goals a game, which is pretty good. We can see that they topped both goals for and goals against in the sense of having the least out of all these, all the La Liga teams. They were just so incredible. Now, what do I think of Kylian Mbappé, hopping on the bandwagon or whatever? Now, PSG couldn't get Kylian Mbappé a Champions League. Kylian Mbappé has done so much for them, and he's done so much for France and Monaco and all the clubs that he's played at so far. Now, I think he definitely deserves a good chance with a good squad. Now, PSG had a good squad, but they couldn't compete with the top-tier teams like Real Madrid and Man City. This is Kylian Mbappe's dream to play at Real Madrid as well. So it's his lifelong dream. He's finally in the position where he can now win some big trophies. I'm all for it, to be honest. They're building and kind of built already a super mega team, and his contract is until 2029. So in these next 5 years, the players are going to be better. They're going to bring in new transfers. They're going to be OP. And back-to-back Champions League, all I'm saying is my early prediction, Man City will not be able to stop them. Man City is probably the only team that has a chance of stopping them. We saw Bayern Munich couldn't. We saw all these other squads. Man City couldn't beat them this year. But it was a pretty close contest. I'd say Man City's the only team that can beat them, and compared to this Real Madrid squad, they look like nothing. In the sense of Pep Guardiola, probably his last year. This is their last probably chance, because with Pep gone, I wouldn't say they have a massive chance. Now, comment your thoughts on if you're frustrated Mbappe, if you're excited about what this brings to this football world. Comment in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Put notification bells on because I'll be doing a lot more content like this where I'll be talking about transfers and just news in general. Like and subscribe, and I'm out.